G'day guys, and welcome! My name is Michael, I'm the DAG Gamer, and I'm looking very blue. Why am I looking blue? Bear with me for 2 seconds while I fix this up. But welcome in, guys. For those of you who don't know, I'm Michael, I'm the DAG Gamer. This is my place, this is my face. We do a bunch of cool things here in the TTRPG world. And yeah, that's what we do. That's what we do. We hang out, we play games, we have fun, we have a good time, we share some good messages about, you know, not being a dickhead. That's basically it. If you're here, then it's like, hey, here's the one-on-one lesson to playing games and not being a dickhead. That's it. So good to see everyone. So many familiar faces. Christina, good to see you. Maklova, happy to see you, but sad that you're so freaking sick. Schooly Eye, of course, our dear friend. Thank you for coming in and joining us yet again. And of course, a big ol' welcome to Mr. Degree, new follower, new joiner. Welcome to the crypt, my friend. I hope you enjoy what you find and what you see. But yeah, what are we doing today? We are playing DAG versus The Walking Dead. What is DAG versus The Walking Dead, you ask? Well, that's a good question, random citizen. Now, DAG versus The Walking Dead is a game that we play using, of course, none other than The Walking Dead role-playing game. Boom, there it is, by Freely Publishing. Freely Publishing, of course, an American company over in Europe that does games like Forbidden Lands, the Aliens RPG, the Lord of the Rings One Ring RPG, and so many more. And this game is based on Robert Kirkland's comic book series, The Walking Dead, which is a zombie apocalypse scenario that was very popularly translated to an AMC TV show by the same name. So yeah, you know, super cool and a lot of fun. It comes from a world where some unknown thing has caused, well, it is known, but I'm not going to spoil it, you know, that's how it is. Some unknown thing has caused people to, when they die, no matter what circumstances in which they are dead, to revive as members of the Walking Dead. Flesh-eating, violent, zombified, necrotic creatures that roam the earth looking for things to eat. That's it. Yeah. So we're playing a scenario in which I, the Dead Aussie Gamer, have been streaming when the zombie apocalypse occurred, and to see how long we survive, with of course the aid of the fates or my my audience members, see how long we can survive in the Walking Dead. Now we survived 12 days. We've had some pretty nasty, gnarly injuries. I've had my kneecap nearly torn out. I've been attacked by a lion. It's been a wild ride. But yeah. That's been 12 days, 12 long ass days traveling through here. And yeah. Now, while I take on the titular role and of the main hero, me, you as chat actually take on the role of the Fate Master, a person who, you know, as we're playing, you guys throw out ideas for encounters, decide, you know, what I find and what is in particular areas, a whole bunch of cool things there. Had sad encounters with old friends. Oh, so many sad encounters. Oh, so many sad encounters. But yeah, you know, that's how it is. So yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's really, really been a good series and a great time to sort of, you know, like just enjoy it and have a good time. I didn't say anything, but, you know, I didn't know what else to say. Anyway, so before we kick off, guys, there's a couple of people we want to thank. We want to take a moment to thank, of course, Hero Forge for the wonderful artwork you can see on screen, Freely Publishing for the game that we were playing, and, of course, you guys for coming and hanging out with us. As you know, the Dead Aussie Gamer channel has a bunch of interactive things for you guys to enjoy as we play. First of all, of course, starting with the channel points. The channel points kind of work a little differently. So, you know, if you are curious about what they do ask before you use them, only because, you know, I have to convert a few things here and there. Secondly, we have, of course, a number of monetary rewards which go towards our current quest to get to Gen Con and America America and the UK this year. So yeah, we're doing some stuff. We're doing some stuff. There he goes. Boom. Oh, Scully, I already did it. I'm a dope. Anyway, hey Tony, good to see you. Welcome in. So, DAG vs. The Walking Dead. Here's how this goes. If you donate $5, you will donate to the rerolls, where I will get a chance to reroll some dice and potentially not die. For $15, you can summon a unique walker. This walker can be something with some emotional carry. This could be a person I know. This could be a scenario that's pretty dark. My character has a phobia of zombie children. You can summon zombie children. You know, bunches of cool things there. But you could also summon unique walkers with some creativity to them. Like we had a walker that was actually also a bat. We also had a walker who was really long-limbed, kind of, their arms were just super extended, you know, things like that. So if you want to summon a unique walker, you can do that. For $30, you can increase the threat level, which of course we have a number of threats that go through here. There they are, and there they are, which of course increase the danger that I'm in. It goes from 0, where there are no walkers and that's everything's fine, all the way through to 6, where I am surrounded by a great many of them within close range. So yeah, that's kind of that. Alternatively, if you don't feel like trying to kill me, you can use that $30 to allow me to scavenge, providing me with a magic item, with a regular item, a human item, a real item of your choosing, and then the chat gets to roll a few little item bits and pieces, and I get to keep them. That's basically it. We got a hang glider at some point. That was kind of weird, but you know, it's fine. For $50, you get to design and create an entire encounter. You create a story plot, and we follow that plot to its fruition. Some of these are really, like, we had one which was like the radio picked up the signal from an airplane, and we saw an airplane crash, and we went to go investigate it, and hey, you know, it turned into a whole saga in our game. So, you know, if you got any ideas and you want to throw them out there, hey, $50 and the whole scene is yours. Then lastly, $100. The big old $100 comes down to summoning an entire swarm of walkers, which I then need to immediately evade, or you create your own NPC, which gets introduced into the group. Now, we do have an NPC that is being introduced today, so just as a by the by, we are going to try and do that. So if anyone wants their own NPC, you know, feel free to take your time with it, you know. Now, we have, of course, some donations coming in. First of all, Schoolie and McClover, you two fucking amazing people. Thank you so very much for your generous donation. Twitch Die is giving me 5 rerolls. Oh, wow, that's amazing. And 4 rerolls from McClover. Guys, you guys are freaking legends. Damn, first 10 minutes and I'm up to 9? Oh, man, I'm so spoiled for choice. All right, 9 rerolls. Done. And by the way, in case you didn't know, one of my companions named Powers, who is currently in Sydney, he's not with my character, has 2 rerolls. And I've kept that there because every time I see it, I get a little bit more like, oh man, I really miss Powers. I want to go there. It's like in a real way, that ×2 Powers is a motivation for me to get to Sydney. It's weird, but it's there. Yeah, we're keeping DAG alive today. Absolutely, absolutely. Now, before we kick off, let's tell you a little bit about how to play The Walking Dead. Now, first of all, The Walking Dead game relies on D6s. For every stat that we have, such as strength, agility, wits, and empathy, we would roll a D6. So right now, you can see my empathy is on 3, so I would roll 3d6. And based on whatever skill I'm trying to do, let's say I'm trying to convince someone of my argument, I might use leadership to guide them and inspire them. I might use manipulation to trick them into believing what I want to believe. I would then add that rank, which for me, in both of those cases, is another 2. So it would add 2 dice to my pool. So now I have 5 dice. Now, in case I've got any circumstantial bonuses, like this guy already doesn't like me at all, so I may remove 1 dice because I'm at a disadvantage. But at the same time, his wife is on side with me because, you know, we go back a long way, so I may return 1 dice to the pool. However, that circumstance bonus eventually balances out. Then I add in what's called stress. As you can see underneath those skills, there's 2 red dots. Those are stress markers, and I add 2 stress dice. Now, in order to succeed, I have to get a number of successes, which are these little dots that represent 6. And basically, after I make a number of successes, I will succeed. If, however, on my stress dice, I roll a 1, which are these little bloody hands, complicated things happen, or I might get attacked, or, you know, a whole bunch of things. So that's, in essence, how this game is played. Roll some dice, try not to fuck up. 1 success is succeeding something difficult. 2 successes is something, you know, unbelievable. 3 successes or more is kind of like, whoa! And then every margin of success might have a degree of, like, something else happening. I kill multiple zombies. I managed to knock someone over, and his car keys fall out of his pocket. Lots of cool stuff happens. So, yeah. All right. I think that's it. I think that's everything. So, without any further ado, guys, let us dive in. Last time on DAG versus The Walking Dead. The Dead Aussie Gamer, in the company of his team, Mazza, the family man, who they met here in the deserts of the Nullarbor, Dan, a miner from a nearby town of Kalgoorlie, that came with them after the town evacuated. Oh, did I? Oh, dang it, I did it again. Hold on. I keep muting the freaking music and then not putting it on. Hey, Phoenix, good to see you. Welcome in. Thank you for the luck. I hope you are doing incredible, my dear. I hope that you are having the best of time, the best of life. Happy New Year, because I know we haven't seen each other since then. But yes, Happy New Year. I hope you're doing well. Okay, let me try that again. Ooh, freaking stupid DAG and his non-pressing of buttons. I was so into that moment, too. All right, let's try it again. Woo! All right, here we go. You've been moving? Ooh, tell me a little bit about it in chat. Let me know. I'll read it later. Okay, here we go. Last time on DAG versus The Walking Dead. The last time we saw the Dead Aussie Gamer, he was traveling across the Nullarbor with a group of survivors from the mining town of Kalgoorlie. Their goal was to reach Sydney and reunite with a group of survivors that DAG had met in Perth and had gotten aboard a plane to travel to Sydney. The convoy has been long and arduous. Finding supplies at a small caravan park, Mazza, the family man they had found on the road, Old Dan, one of the miners, as well as a rather interesting individual named Eric, who seemed to possibly have a substance abuse issue, went and tried their best to salvage what they could. However, a swarm of locusts that had been beset upon our caravan was now encroaching upon the campsite. With too little time to be able to evacuate properly, and with these supplies being too needed, Mazza and DAG stayed behind so that after the swarm moved on, they might be able to drive the RVs to where the group would be waiting, and then have a fresh load of supplies in order to proceed. However, after the convoy left both DAG and Mazza, the swarm hit, and it hit hard. The locusts struck every surface of the RV that both Mazza and DAG were laying low in. But that is when they saw that the swarm was not working independently. It was gathered around what looked to be a rotting corpse, filled with these locusts that began to attack, that began to reach out and strike from all distances, as this zombified, locust-carrying undead was now at the campsite. Well, Mazza and DAG, they didn't want to sit by. They both acted swiftly, DAG rushing out to kind of try and distract or gain the attention of the zombie, while Mazza, with his rifle, fired. The first shot misses. Second shot strikes a shoulder instead of the head. The creature is now on top of DAG when that third shot rings out and takes down this creature. And as soon as it is taken down, the swarm dissipates, blowing into the Australian desert winds. Mazza and DAG, now tired, a little injured, and refusing to give up, have driven the RV to the small hotel at the edge of this camping ground. But that is where they see their convoy is still in trouble. A swarm of undead that were at the that were at the hotel have now boxed them in, and there is no escape. Mazza and DAG need to go to the rescue. Or maybe they need to move on and leave the survivors to their fate here. But let's find out where we go with this adventure. Skipping over the feat you had when Mazza found you. Yeah, fair. We it's fine. We had a lot of stuff, but the locust did eat a bunch of things as well. Plus, we ate a bunch of stuff. Anyway, first of all, let's take a quick moment, and I want to welcome in our dear friends, Brittany. Thank you so much for coming in and hanging out with us this morning. Good morning, my dear. How are you? What are your plans for the weekend? I hope you're having a good time, and I hope whatever you've got planned is freaking amazing. Guild Superior, do what mine eyes deceive me, is that none other than the one and only DM Dave. By the way, DM Dave, I want to have you know that I've been informed that that there needs to be a time where you and we need to talk, because the DM Dave that I know needs to have a showdown with you as a DM Dave. So we need to have a DM Dave off at some point or another, and I will be in contact with you to make that happen. But guys, if you do not know who this is, guys, please do yourself a favor. Go and check out the Guild Superior. Please go. You know what? Here's the shout out button. There we go. Now, Dave is probably one of the most versatile and talented storytellers I have had the pleasure of being able to play with. Their storytelling skills and ability to craft and weave a narrative around vibrant and very, very what's the word? A very vibrant and very, very well thought out story. God, my brain. I wish I had better words. The way that they actually shape and sculpt a narrative through both their role as a GM and a role as a character is a thing to see. It's really impressive. As you guys know, I'm a very big role player, and I love a good story. And getting to actually see Dave in action on his channel, Guild Superior, has been just a privilege. So yeah, go check it out. And if you want to see some really, really good storytelling, somebody who has better grasp of words than I do, then yeah, go check out the Guild Superior and go hang out. Also, the community is really supportive as well. I mean, you guys know me. I love meeting new communities and meeting new fans. Every time I've hung out there and chat, it's always just been a really, really kind and cool vibe, and you guys will have a good time. So yeah, there you go. Too kind, much humbled. It's very, very well deserved. We celebrate here. We celebrate. That's it. You know, like we celebrate each other. We celebrate life. We celebrate even the hardships that we have because sometimes it's hard to see the good and bad things happening. But you know what? We're always stronger for it, and that's it. We love Kind Chance. We do, Brit. We do. Okay. Now we have some dramas to deal with. Now, guys, as always, if you have any questions about the story or things or whatever, do let me know. We will obviously add them into the game because you guys in the chat are the GM here. So you decide what happens. If you say all of a sudden a car veers out of nowhere and crashes into a light pole, that light pole sets the hotel on fire, great, and that's what happens. You guys are the GM here, so don't hesitate to throw some stuff in there. Okay, here we go. Now, no, that's not the right mood. Let's go with, oh yeah. Okay. Mazza looks out at the hotel surrounded by the undead. Shit. Well, what are we gonna do? We can't leave them like this. My kids are in there. DAG looks out. I try to find the van. Trying to see if I can locate where the convoy is. So I'm gonna make a. Sorry, that's a little bit loud. Let's turn that down a little bit. There we go. All right, I'm gonna make a scouting check. So that is 4 dice for my wits. 2 dice for my scouting, and 2 stress dice. I don't think my injuries are going to stop me from being able to look around, so I'm just going to make this check now. Alright, 2 successes, no failures. Casting his gaze over the hotel, DAG eventually finds the caravans. Now, it seemed as though they had pulled up before the walker swarm had shown out. Looking carefully, it doesn't seem like any survivors were trapped or couldn't get to safety. More than likely, they had made their way into the main building, taken some keys, and are now hunkered down in several of the guest rooms. This is why the undead are currently banging on these doors. Brittany, stress dice. Yes, so underneath my stats, you can see on my sheet, are stress dice. These little red marks. Now, stress dice are the only way that bad things happen in this game. Long story short, I need to roll 6 in order to hit and succeed. And if I roll a 1 on my stress die, I get these little handprints. Bad things happen. So yeah, a little bit like Warhammer. A little bit like the Warhammer stuff. It gives me a better chance to succeed, but also comes with risks as I become more reckless. Alright. Hey, look. The cars are over there. I think they're fine. What do we need to do? We need to try and clear out. We need to try and clear the space. We can't run a distraction. Mazza looks at DAG. Why the bloody hell not? Well, look, the point of a distraction is to take eyes away. We take eyes away, we then have to move. We can't afford to do that. It's late at night, everyone's tired, we don't know how much fuel we've still got, and these supplies need to be offloaded. Okay, well then, what do you suggest? We just sit here and leave them? No, we can't do that, and there's too many to kill. I look around and try to see if there's anything of use. Now guys, if you have any ideas of things you would like to place here, you may add it into chat now. Otherwise, I'm going to say that an event is happening. So, while DAG is looking around, if there's anything that you think could be of use, throw it into chat. However, as DAG is looking around, there is suddenly a very, very bizarre sight that both Mazza and DAG see. I'm going to move you over there, Maz. There you go. What they see is a guy dressed in very vibrant and bright blue, walking like they're looking for the hotel. You know that look that tourists have where they're checking a map and every now and then they look up to see where they are and orientate themselves. Yeah, just exactly that. Walking along the streets with their map in hand, a figure in bright blue begins to make their way towards the hotel, either unaware or uncaring toward the zombies that surround the building. Now, this character here, there he is, boom! Look at that. Some of you might remember or recognize the outfit. That is very intentional. Now, Schoolie, I need your help here. I do not remember if we named this individual or not. If we didn't, chat does get to name him. But yes, he's moving forward. And as he's doing so, he's like, he wants to be French. We're going to make him French. I'm sure it is around here somewhere. The hotel is... oh, yes, just down here. And as he makes his way, he sees the zombies and suddenly starts to crouch and crawl. We had the one chat suggested last week. I don't remember what it was. Do we remember? I didn't write it down. Or at least I didn't write it down somewhere that I remembered. Chad Chattington. Ah, thank you. Yes. Chad Chattington. Done. Boom. All right. So it shall be. Chad. If that is your real... Yeah, anyway. It is his real name. So, as he begins to make his way over, he begins to move through the car park of the hotel towards the rooms. He slides behind one of the cars and makes his way through and around, kind of trying to avoid the gaze of one of the walkers that's nearby. I need chat to make me a D6 roll. So, exclamation D6 from everyone as Chad Chattington is trying to sneak through the hotel. All right, we're looking for 6s. Now, Chad's not stressed out, so there's no stress die. So if you roll a 1, perfectly fine. But any 6s, that's what we're looking for Chad to succeed. Sneaking around. All right, last call for dice rolls. All right, here we go. It looks like he is failing. All right, so as Chad makes his way around, he's doing really, really well to begin with, moving between the cars and sort of ducking and diving every now and then. However, at one point or another, he makes a wrong turn and immediately bumps into a walker. The walker turns and notices him. He says, "Bonjour, this is not where I parked my car." As these zombies then turn to attack Chad. Could you imagine if this is how Chad dies? We just watch him and just like, that's the exact kind of distraction we could use. All right. The walkers leap into action as they dive into battle and reach out towards Chad. All right. Mazza doesn't seem to move. Mazza's looking for an opportunity. And I see this, and I've seen this before. I'm gonna say, Maz, I'm gonna go down there. If you see an opportunity, you take it. He looks at me and he knows by now that I always put myself in these kind of dangerous situations. So, you know, he kind of like nods and makes his way around. I begin to rush down. Now, chat. How many zombies? Now, keeping in mind, I'd say a swarm has to have at least, like, let's say at least 10 zombies here. So, presuming there are already 10 zombies, how many more zombies are in this hotel? Chat, let me know. What are the numbers? Do you know where I can get a croissant or a cappuccino? Cappuccino is Italian. More shambles. These aren't 28-day zombies. No, these aren't. Well, I mean, we do have 28-day zombies in this world. They do exist. But they're like uniques and donations and stuff like that. An extra 10? Jeez, Christina. Jesus. An extra 4, an extra 3. Okay, okay. So I'm vibing about 7 more. An extra 2, maybe 5 more. It is a hotel. That's true. 14. So 7, 14. That's 10. Backed up to 10. 9. 9's a good number. Okay. I'm leaning on 9, I think, because I think 9's the average of what a lot of people are saying. All right. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. Hey, Bandy. What's up, buddy? How you doing? Welcome in. We're playing The Walking Dead. It is a Free League Publishing game. We are at a hotel where our convoy survivors were bunked up for the night, and a horde of zombies has gotten to them. We're on the outside looking in, and me, my mate Mazza, are ready to stage a rescue of some kind. And when this guy, this random dude named Chad Chaddington, pretty much just like ran up and tried to sneak past them, but has been caught. So we're like, we're trying our hardest to. Yeah, we're trying our hardest to you know, get in there. Is there a convention at this hotel? It's in the middle of the Nullarbor, so it's in the middle of the desert. This hotel is kind of like a it's one of the must-have rest stops when you are traveling across a part of the desert called the Nullarbor. It's like the world's flattest road. It's like it's empty, so it's usually quite dead. However, we could say that it was the holiday season. We could say that, you know, again, it is one of the must stops. So, you know, there's also big families and things. So I think 9 people, not a bad one. McClover, stop it, you. You're bloody cute. All right, yeah. It's in the Aussie Outback. Yeah, this is an Aussie Outback thing. It's a convention for wildlife preservation. Could happen over there. Could happen. But yeah, I'm imagining that this hotel doesn't really have like a, it's not a Hotel Grand, for example. It's not one of those ones with the, talking pavilion and stuff like that. It'll likely just be a series of rooms connected. All right. So I think we're gonna go with 9. Yeah, I think we're gonna go with 9 extra people. So. A bit more of a motel, very much closer to a motel. All right, I'm gonna put this on the counter. So there are 19 zombies here. Where is it? There we go. Okay. Whew. Let's up our threat level and get into it. Now, traditionally in The Walking Dead, whenever your threat level hits 3, you become more stressed. However, I have a ability, which you can see there, called Center of the Storm, which stops me from getting stress from fighting zombies, which is very useful. All right. Oh, yeah, super tiny. Crazy tiny. Okay, here we go. So, brandishing my sword. Oh, do I want to try and kill them all? I don't know. Okay. I'm going to start with an approach. With the approach, I'm going to take out the hunting rifle. And I'm going to fire from long distance. I'm going to try and make at least... How many shots could I make from long distance to help this guy in the bucket hat before the zombies come in my direction? Chat, how many shots can I make? I'm going to make my first shot while we decide. But I'd like to know so that I can make that amount. Because that's what I'm going to do. Alright, so, Maz, I get your bucket. I get your freaking thing out of the way. There you go. Thank you, Maz. Good. All right. So, I can make 3 shots. 3 shots, 3 shots. Okay, cool. So we got a few shots here. Okay. So, there are 19 zombies. I'm going to take my first shot. 2 stress dice. 3 agility dice. 1 ranged combat dice, and 2 extra dice from my hunting rifle that I've got. Okay. Zombies would be spread out. So you'd say 5 shots? Okay, okay. I think 3 shots is... actually, not 4 shots. Let's go with 4 shots. 4 shots is the average there. Okay, here we go. So. Oh, you know what? I'd say that my injury, my bruising, would definitely affect my aim. You know, like, trying to aim and hold, like, a full-blown rifle. It's gonna be tricky. Alright, so I'm gonna aim at some zombies nearby where this guy happens to be, so I can try and give him some clearance. Okay, that's not bad. Where'd that other dice go? If it falls on the floor, it doesn't count. Where are you? Yeah, there it is. Oh, good thing, too. Okay, here we go. Okay, we have 2 successes, no failures. Which means, as I go out there... 2 zombies go down, bringing us to 17. At this point, we draw the attention of the walkers, who make our way forward. Oh, no removal of the thing? I don't think so, is there? No, the bodysuit only... sorry, because I'm wearing armor. The armor only reduces my ability to dodge, not my ability to shoot. Alright. Dad, you shot Zombie Flanders. He was a zombie? Alright, here we go. So, second shot. So this is the next round. I've got a good few rounds before they arrive, which is good. So I'm hoping to make some headway without complication. Okay, another 2 zombies. Alright. 15 remaining. This is pretty tough. Alright. At this point, Mazza is starting to make his way towards the hotel. Alright. Round number 3 before they're going to be on us. Oh, that's a good one. 1, 2, 3, 4 successes. No penalties. So that is 11 zombies remaining. So this one, I've got a couple of double headshots as they've sort of started to group together. As I've hit one, it's kind of passed through one and hit the other. All right. Who said that Counter-Strike doesn't help you? It doesn't, but you know. All right, here we go. Okay, only 1 dead that time. As that hit manages to ring out. This is the last shot I've got before they are going to be in melee range with me. Actually, you know what? Sorry, I'm going to refresh that one. So, instead of waiting for them to come into melee and taking a shot, I'm going to start moving forward. So, because I'm moving forward, I'm not going to use my hunting rifle anymore. In fact, I'm going to drop it here, and I'm going to take out my sword, and I'm going to move forward to attack in close range. So, I move forward, and as I do, I yell out to this guy, whatever his name is, because I don't know what his name is, and I tell him to take cover. Alright. 3 dice for strength. 3 dice for close quarters combat. 2 dice for my sword. Actually, no, sorry. 4 dice for my sword. With a -1 for my injury. And 2 stress dice. Alright. With my sword stepping forward. Now I'm fighting 10 zombies here. And I'm rolling less than 10 dice. Alright. And after all those dice, there's only 1 success. That is no bueno. Okay. I'm going to... Then I've got to dodge. I'm going to use 3... I'm going to use 3 rerolls from our chat. I'm gonna, yeah, I think I need the 3 rerolls. Let's go for it. Okay. Okay, here we go. Here we go, here we go. Running forward, and... Nice! 2 extra successes. Alright, we have dropped down to 7 zombies remaining. Which is good. So as I've stepped forward, I've... started slashing at them with my sword. One of them sort of jumps over and sort of tries to grab me by the neck. I managed to get my blade between him and me, pointing it towards him. And then I kind of like grab the other side of the blade along the blunt side and pull it in towards him. As it does so, following it through with an arcing horizontal slash, taking off this guy's head. As the rest of them continue to move, one of them sort of grabs me from behind, but I managed to swing the blade around and get between, cutting off both of his arms before pushing him to the ground, stamping on him with my foot and managing to take that guy out. The third individual, as he rushes up, just happened to be at the wrong place at the wrong time, and with an upward strike, I managed to cut through his jaw, felling that one. With 7 more zombies remaining, I am now starting to tire. Because, as you can imagine, killing that many zombies is going to be tiring. So, we're going to lose a dice as fatigue is setting in. Alright. With 7 more zombies. Let's see how... oh no, they will attack me now. Ah, dang it. Okay, so. Agility 3. Mobility 2. 2 stress dice. -1 for my dodge. -2 because I'm wearing heavy armor. Which means I am rolling 4 dice and praying to the dice gods that I am not going to die. Where's my... There it is. Ah, sorry. I keep dropping my dice. I need to get a... I've got a dice tray. I actually do. And I don't know why I don't use it. I'm just apparently stubborn that way. Okay, here we go. Eric shows up and takes all the credit. Freaking typical freaking Eric. Okay, here we go. Nice. Okay, 2 successes. I'm gonna say that in order to dodge multiple zombies, assuming that they're all not attacking me simultaneously, I can actually dodge that. 1 attack will go through. So now I get to roll 6 dice for my armor. I get to roll 6 dice for my armor, and if I get any hits, I will negate that much damage, so... Yep, 1. Easy. Easy, easy, easy. So the armor... So as I'm dodging and ducking, one of the zombies manages to bite onto my arm. Ace, you have no idea. I really, really do want to get an extra dice cam or something set up here at this at the table, but... alas, you know, funds and monies and all those sorts of things can make it a little bit tricky. But, you know, there is plans, depending on how the year goes, to improve the studio setup and, yeah, get an actual dice cam. I've got a really cool plan for it, too, because what I want to do is I want to get a little overhang lamp and a little drawer built in so that I can pull out this drawer. It'll have a lamp with a lot of lighting on it as well as the camera, and then I can, like, roll onto, like, a nice little felt thing here. So, yeah. Money's bills in life. Yep, Schoolie, that's true. But you know what? For good reason, the dice cam hasn't come out, and that's because I got to go to Gen Con. And I'll be going to Gen Con again this year, so, you know, we'll get there, I have faith. I have faith in me, I have faith in you, I have faith in this. Okay, so, 7 zombies remaining. Let's go for the kill. Okay. 3 strength. 3 close quarter combat. 4 dice for the sword specialization. Gen Con is in Indianapolis. 2 stress dice. And -1 for the injury. -1 for the fatigue. Alright, here we go. Ooh, that's a good idea. I like that, Ace. I do love that idea of having the dice fly across the screen. It also means that I don't have to have a dedicated space either. They can just be like, they just appear on screen. As long as I don't use green dice, of course. But yeah, no, I like that idea. I think that's going to be a way better idea than having like some sort of fancy box for it. So, yeah. Indianapolis is a city, not a state. Well, Indiana, then? Shh. Make fun of the Australian with no geology. Alright, here we go. Oh, no! Okay. So, 1 success. So we are now down to 6 zombies. However, we have a complication. So chat, amidst the fighting, something happens. What is our complication? What happens while DAG is basically hacking and slashing his way through this crowd. I know it's geology. It was a joke. Thank you, Astralis. Anyway. Yes, what is my complication? Apart from the fact that, you know, I don't know where freaking states are in America. You know, Australia, we have like we have two things to remember. The West Coast and the East Coast. That's it. That's all we need to know. Ah. Cute. Alright, so, what's our complication? What happens? DAG is chopping left, right, and center. Another individual goes down, but Chad is, for the most part, reasonably safe. Chad had got to the petrol pumps and tried dousing them in gas to light them out, but got me splashed. What? Skull-Eye! Jesus! Yeah, right. All the blood from the zombie makes the handle very slippery. Oh, yeah, you know what? That could probably be a good one. Oh, my blade gets stuck in, like, one of their necks. Oh! Let's merge those together. I love these ideas. I love it when we can merge ideas together from different people. All right. So, as I take out the blade and manage to kill this one guy, my blade gets stuck, wedged in the bone of this dude's neck, as I strike at it. The congealed blood making it difficult to recoil and pull it out there. In the meantime, Chad had indeed gotten to the petrol pumps. And had basically ripped open and like used a knife to like cut the cables that have the safety pressure pump for it, and had begun pouring out petrol onto the ground. As this happened, oh, do I even notice? Let's see if I notice. 4 wits, 2 scout, 2 stress. No, Darwin's half west, half east. That's all it is. There's no such thing as north or south. All right, here we go. Complication. All right, so that's 2 successes. So I have noticed, and I tell him, don't do it. There are people here, in the rooms. Does Chad? Because Chad is an NPC, which means this falls in your purview. If I tell Chad, which I just did, that there are people in the hotel rooms, is he still going to light the fuel? It will it won't explode, you know, John McClane style, but it will set fire to the building, and it will become a race against time to get them out of there before the fire. Hey, thank you so much, Ace Loki, for the follow, you bloody legend, you. He has earbuds in and he doesn't hear me. Oh, savage. Yeah, your dice were really kind to me, but Skula, you're out for fucking blood. Okay, yeah, okay, I guess. Or he speaks very poor English. Could be a fun thing. Alright. Alright, well, it is The Walking Dead, and I don't see any other suggestions, so... Without being... with Dag's words falling on deaf ears. As... channeling the demon for his name, maybe. He seems to have been smoking onto something, and he sort of takes it out, and he flicks it into the air. Maybe. I was asked to do a Fallout game, but I did not want to do it. I like Fallout, but I don't know. I'm not really proficient enough to want to run it yet. Alright. The cigarette flings over to the air and lands in the puddle of petrol. In a single sweeping motion, a carpet of fire races across the ground and begins to make its way towards the zombies. Chat, can I get you guys to roll me D6s, please? Exclamation D6, and let's see those dice roll. All right, here we go. We got 1, 6, 3 1s. This is catastrophic. Jesus. Oh, that's really cool. I love that. Yeah, maybe I'll take another look at the Fallout game. Okay, here we go. Okay. At this point, as the fire creeps across the ground, it races in a way that DAG had never seen before. The fire was alive and moved to grab and consume everything. The zombies themselves avoided much of the fire. Only one zombie having succumbed to the flames. However, the entire hotel becomes engulfed in fire. DAG looks in disbelief. Okay, well, it's a petrol fire. Can't use water. Can't smother it out with dirt. Not enough means or even hands to be able to do that. The petrol pump is still pouring fuel out. The fire is making its way towards it. That is the priority. If I don't stop the petrol from going into the pump or stop the fire from directly going up and into the canister beneath the petrol station itself, it is going to destroy the foundations and cause the buildings to collapse. Now, I'm going to run away from the zombies for now. So turning and fleeing, DAG makes his way with 3 agility, 2 mobility, -1 for the injury, and 2 stress dice. Now, because this is an attack, I don't have to take the penalty for the armor. This is just me running. All right, 1 complication, 1 success. I will re-roll the complication. I don't want it. Not here anyway. Okay, here we go. Success. Okay, so I got 2 successes. So, from the last 5 zombies, the last 5 zombies that remain, I turn and I run and I make my way towards the petrol pump. Every single petrol station and petrol gas station in Australia has an emergency shutoff switch. I immediately try to scout for that emergency shutoff. Full wits, 2 scout, 2 stress. Alright, here we go. 2 successes, no failures. I see it and I find it. And I rush over and I slam my hand on the emergency pump, which stops the petrol from pouring out onto the drive, the asphalt. Yeah. But the fire is already big and large. Okay. There's still 5 zombies. I don't have time to deal with this guy. Alright. Can I ask chat, meanwhile, what is Mazza up to? Has Mazza gone in already and is helping, or is Mazza still on the hill looking in? You guys decide what Mazza does. Very commonly built in the petrol pump building. Yes, and that's probably where I found it, Creative Garden. I probably saw it through the window, and then as I saw it through the window, I probably got some like cloth, wrapped it around my hand, smashed the window, and then reached in and slammed it shut. But I also know that there should be one outside, because there's usually one inside, one outside. Alright. He went in while the zombies came to me. Okay, sweet. Alright. If you went in while the zombies came to me, can I get everyone in chat to roll me exclamation D6s, please? I'll be back in 2 shakes. They just got the front door. But yes, exclamation D6s. Let's see what happened to Mazza as he went into the hotel. returned. Yeah. Okay, let's see. What do our D6s tell us about the story here? Ooh, that is a 1. That is 3, 5, 3. 2 6s. Hey, okay. So, the 2 6s are going to represent Mazza getting in, like, stealthy, so he wasn't noticed. He also managed to find the survivors. However, the complication is he's stuck in there with them. And the fires have gone to a point where there is little to no escape. Alright. What do I do? Alright, there's still 5 zombies. I'm going to tell this guy, you get into that car and drive it into the building there. And I'm going to point at another place, like kind of in the fire. The car that I'm pointing at, actually, you know what? I probably should find out if there is this. Chat. I'm looking for a very specific type of car in the car park here. It's called a hatchback. It is a family vehicle with a boot that opens upwards, like kind of like that. Is there one in the car park here? Is there a hatchback family sedan in the car park? Yay or nay? Flip, do, or die? Ugh. Okay, I can flip, do, or die. If there's a call for flipping, do, or die, then I can. But I feel like there's a couple of yeses. Okay, yeah, pretty common car. Okay, sweet. All right, you know what? I'll take the yes. I'm going to take the yes. We'll save the do or die for sure. All right, so. As I, it has been a minute. It has been a minute. I'll keep it in the back pocket. We'll definitely hang on to it. All right, now, as we do this, I tell him to again go and take the van and do this. Let's find out if I can convince him. 3 empathy, 2 on my leadership. No advantage because he doesn't know who I am and I don't know who he is. He did see me kill a bunch of zombies. And 2 stress dice. Alright, here we go. Oh, alright. 4 successes, 1 complication. Okay, I'm just curious to see what the complication would be. Alright. So, here's the plan. I tell him to crash into the building. And I'm going to kill a couple of zombies. He looks around and he is more shocked than anything else. Did not expect someone to be barking orders at him. He sees what's happening, realizes it, and gets into the car. Starts up the engine and drives full pelt towards the building. He crashes into a couple of the zombies. I would say 2 zombies get rocked over by him as he drives into the wall. The fire continues to lick out, but now, just above where the hatchback is, and in the room that was just crashed into, that's where the survivors are. As this happens, I'm going to move over, running to the hatch on the hatchback and open it up to basically create a tunnel out of the fire as it is now sort of licked underneath the car. I tell everyone to quickly head out. However, rear facing seat station wagon for the win. Yeah. Hell yeah. The real man's vehicle. Anyway. Now, complication. What is the complication here? Chat, you can decide the complication as I've crashed into the building with the survivors in it and escorted them out. I'm leaning on maybe one of the survivors is injured, but up to you guys. You guys are the game master here. You guys get to make the final call on what the complications are. What complication happens from this plan of crashing the vehicle into the building while the building is on fire to try and escort them through and out of the of the blazing inferno. The bed is pinning one of the kids. Oh, dang it. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. Doors are stuck, so while the boot is open, there's a struggle to get in and out. Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one, too. The vehicle blocks an opening. Okay, yeah, that could work. Not injured physically, but maybe smoke inhalation injuries. Okay, cool. I like that. All right, let's combine some of these ideas. So, the doors crashed in. There is now no way to exit or enter this particular room without going through the car. The car door is jammed against the wall. It needs to be pushed a little bit further, and this French guy is trying. He's in the car seat, pushing his foot down, trying to get forward, but he's kind of a little stuck. Meanwhile, on the inside, the collapse has caused one of the children to get pinned under a shelf that has fallen over and is now trapped them beneath. Now, Mazza is there, and Mazza is going to help the child. So I need everyone in chat to roll me an exclamation D6 to see if Mazza has got the strength to lift up and pick up the bookshelf from the child who's being pinned underneath. Hey, Odd Bandicoot, welcome in. To fill you in on what's going on, we're at a hotel in the middle of the Australian outback. We are trying to escape a zombie horde who is currently surrounding the hotel, where the other survivors, not me and Mazza, as you can see on screen there, the other survivors are trapped. This guy, this random person, showed up, drew the aggro of the undead. DAG, in his usual way, went to help. And now this guy has set fire to the building to try and, burn out the zombies. And admittedly, he did it without knowing that there were people in it. And he's wearing earbuds, so he couldn't hear us when we called out for him to not. All right. 3 successes. This is awesome. So yeah, Mazza just bends his knees and picks up the bookshelf like it was nothing, as he kind of like flings it to one side. The child is very grateful, and Mazza is seen in a really positive light by the survivors here. Meanwhile, the door seems to be jammed. They're going to have to deal with that as well, so can I get another exclamation D6 from chat? Let's see if the NPCs can deal with the trap door. Now, Odd Bandicoot, to give you more of a scope, our plan to help get these guys out was I convinced the French guy to crash a hatchback sedan into the room that they're trapped in, killing a couple of zombies, but then using the hatchback, the back of the wagon, the group would climb in through the windshield or the front door, climb through the car, and then out the back past the fires that are currently engulfing the hotel. All right, let's have a look. All right. We have a 3, a 1, and a 5, and a 6. Okay, so 1 and 6. So they will get the door open, so it's complicated. So the door is still jammed, but what they do is that they break the windshield. As they do so, there's another complication. As they are all guided out, Mazza is the last to leave. As he does so, his leg gets caught and cut on a piece of glass from the windshield. I know that's not possible because windshield is shatter glass, which of course means it doesn't break into shards that would trap your leg, but it's a movie and it's a game type thing, so we're gonna suspend disbelief here. But FYI, don't ever worry about your windshield breaking into shards. Won't happen. All right. Meanwhile, however, this one is broken into shards, and his leg is caught. Now, one by one, DAG is helping people out, but also fighting the walkers as they're attacking. It's an old car? Yeah, sure, it's an old car. So, 4 dice for my sword, 3 dice for my close quarter combat, 3 dice. No, I don't have 3 dice. I have to go find another one, I guess. Oh, actually, no. I can just remove them when I do that. Okay, so, yeah. And then 3 dice. So let me try that again. 3 dice for strength. 3 dice for close quarter combat. 4 dice for the sword. 2 stress dice for an in. -1 for injury. -2 for fatigue. Alright. So DAG is outside. I need to kill 3 more zombies. 2 zombies go down. Which means one of them gets an attack against me. Which means I have to dodge. Which means with my exhaustion, I have 3 agility. 2 mobility. 3 agility, 2 mobility, 2 stress. I lose 1 for being injured. I lose 2 for fatigue. And I lose 2 for my bodysuit. So I'm only rolling stress dice on this. Well, it's actually minimum. So when you ever hit 0, you roll 2 and take the lowest. I believe. Okay, so I have no complications, a 5 and a 6. Oh wait, no, you can't take the lowest. Never mind. Yeah. So it'd be no dice then. So yeah, no success. So I haven't managed to dodge the attack. The attack comes through. I do have 6 dice to avoid the damage, which is 1 point of damage. 2 absorb. So this zombie, I'm just so tired. I'm like just kind of pushing him away, basically trying to keep him away from the door. Most of the other zombies have gone down, but this one like bites me on the arm. I'm like, "Ugh, get off me, you bastard," and kick him. Just trying to get some room. Now, as people are running out, I see most of them get out. Let's see if I notice Mazza. 4 wits, 2 scouts, 2 stress. I do not notice anything. As Eric is the last person to come out. Oh, I've got this. Inspiration. Ooh, I'm here for it. So, inspiration. This is going to give me an extra dice on the next check. So, actually, Christina, do you want me to get an extra dice on this check to see if I notice Mazza missing? Let me know. Otherwise, let me just get this... There we go. This is Eric. Yep. Okay, let's get the extra dice. And you know what? I'm gonna do the camera thing. Okay, here we go. All right. Do we notice Eric? Now we have to get a hit on this. Okay, so here's the dice. There we go. Ready? That is unfortunately... Oh, there's it. That is not a hit. Unfortunate, but thank you so much. It's always appreciated. Okay, so no hits, unfortunately. I look to Eric, and I ask him, Eric, is that everyone? Eric looks at me and says, as he closes the hatchback, he sort of turns and he sees Mazza stuck. The sound of the fire, the sound of the zombie. I'm just trying to hold on. As Eric says, yeah, that's everyone. And he closes the door and runs. I'm gonna make one more attempt to notice what's happened. So 4 wits, 2 scout, 2 stress. All right. All right. That is 4 successes. No stress. As he says this and runs, the way he slammed the door, he didn't need to slam the door. That's stupid. Why would you close the door behind you? I don't do the head count, but I do look and I see I see Mazza there with his leg caught. He's reaching over trying to unstuck himself. Yeah, no, I'm not going to leave him behind. I open up the hatchback and I go in. Mazza's there. His leg is trapped. He says, it's gone through my leg. If I pull it out, it's going to tear the muscle. I look at it. It is a pretty nasty wound. Look, Maz, I'm not leaving you. Look, you got it, mate. My kids. Just look after me, kids, okay? I'm gonna slow you down anyway. I look at his leg. It is pretty mangled. I'm gonna make a medicine check to see if I can ascertain if there's any way to unattach it with from the glass, or to detach it from the glass without making him like bleed out and die. Hey, Kate and Sullivan, good to see you, our dear friend Kate, ladies and gentlemen. Wonderful bean, cute bean. We love Kate. All right, so 3 on my empathy, 1 on my medicine, 2 stress dice. 1 success. It, I think, needs 2. I think I just don't have the expertise. I'm sure it could. Not a bad idea. I was thinking about the tourniquet anyway. I rip off my belt and I'm going to create a tourniquet. Grabbing him by the leg, tying it off, and then pulling it tight. He looks to me and says, "What are you doing? Just get out of here, man!" And he tries to push me away. I move his hand away and say, "Fuck off! Let me do my thing." I look at his leg and I see where it's caught. I see the blade of glass going into his leg. And I tell him this is gonna hurt. And I take my sword. And as I do, I don't chop his leg off. That'd be fucking dumb. I line it underneath the dashboard where the window is, and I use the sort of ball of my palm, and I strike the back of the handle of my blade. I crack and break the glass attached to his leg, and allow him to move out and off the windshield. Chat, does my plan work? The idea is, by leaving the blade, by leaving the glass in his leg, we could go see someone who can actually fix it properly, versus having him bleed out here. With the tourniquet as well, that's kind of like, you know, that's helping. Medically sound? Yes. Yes. I'm seeing some yeses. All right. I help Maz and we start to move. There's no complications, so the last zombie is being taken care of. As we crack open the hatchback, I put my arm around Mazza and we move away from the hotel. As we make our way into the dark, we look out at the hotel, engulfed in fire, raging. In the parking lot, 2 cars, both of which were our convoys. The food, the supplies, it's all gone. Chat, we know that here at the Desert Gamer channel, we are a fan of our little fur babies and the animals and stuff. Chat, it is going to be up to you. If you want to save the livestock and the pets that were on the vehicles, you may do so. However, I will say this. The pets, maybe realistically, may have been with the survivors at the time in which we evacuated. The livestock just won't be. I don't see any situation in which the livestock were taken to safety before all this happened. They were likely taken down from the vehicles and likely tied to various posts and things like that. but I don't think they would have been allowed, or they would have been kept in. They wouldn't have been able to escape. So, unfortunately, the livestock will perish. Pets, I think, yeah, can be with the kids, can definitely save the dogs and the cats and stuff like that. Not a problem. The rabbits and things, whatever pets we have. But yes, I think the livestock won't. Scattered? Okay, you know what? Let's do this. Let's roll some d6s and see how many, if any, of the livestock got away. So exclamation d6. If we have three sixes in this roll, the livestock, a good chunk of the livestock will survive. I'll even roll just to help out. I'm not helping out. I tried. Sorry. Bad. Adds the one. Yeah, that's true. Look, I tried. I'm trying to help. 5. Okay. All right. We all tried. We did. Unfortunately, there are no surviving members of the livestock. Unfortunately. Pets are okay, but the livestock isn't. Okay. Now. There is a somber moment as the fire takes the entire hotel. I honestly... Oh, no, Tim? No, Tim has been... Tim has kind of been with me. Actually, that's a good point. Yeah, no, Tim's been with me. Tim's my silent friend. I need to make a mini of Tim so I remember Tim is there. I keep forgetting he is there, but he's good. He's right there with us. He's never too far away from my character. Okay. Hold on, I need to give this some real consideration here. What the hell do I do? This guy just, like, wiped out any chance we had. We're in the middle of the desert with no food. Fuck, okay. Alright. Taking a moment, I look over, and I can see two things that piss me off. The first thing I see is this new survivor watching the fire with a absolutely gleeful look on their face. Not like a manic look, but like a child in wonderment, right? Like they're just enraptured in, like, wow, this is amazing, this is beautiful, you know, like that kind of thing. Chief and Magnus, my two dogs, they're currently in Sydney with all the other survivors. Yeah. Okay, so this guy just looks super keen, like just looks happy, right? And the second person to piss me off is someone who's trying to stay as small as possible, try to not get noticed. And that is Eric. Because Eric bullshitted me and said that everyone had gotten out. Which means two things. One is he was leaving Mazza to die, which inherently I don't have a problem with. It's the problem is that he lied to me about it and tried to manipulate me. And that's no bueno. So I'm just like, Okay. A little bit of the little burning house meme, maybe. Okay. So. I don't even know what to deal with at this point. Okay. I am going to... Yes, exactly, Bandicoot. 100%. I'm gonna go punch Eric. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Tired, worn, fatigued, weary, but ultimately safe, DAG makes his way over to Eric. Eric sees him coming. And normally, DAG is somebody who, you know, has helped out. You know, I've never been a threat to these people. As he looks up, he says, so what's the plan? Where do we go from? And suddenly, bam! Just this huge wallop straight in the face. Maybe not the nose. I don't think I do it straight. I think for me it's like if I okay, hold on. Let me put myself in these shoes. Yeah, I think I'd hook. It'd be a hook for sure. I'd Muhammad Ali just bring him down to the ground as I hit him in the jaw. Now, I'm gonna hit him hard enough that he's gonna know that I hit him, but I'm not gonna hit him hard enough to break his jaw or anything, because then we have to deal with that as well. And I look at him and I say, Eric, you fuck. If you ever try to manipulate me like that again, I will fucking end you. If we leave someone behind, that's a choice. And you do not get to take that choice away. Not from me, not from anyone. You hear me? Eric, stunned, is sort of holding onto the side of his cheek that he's been punched in. Chat, does Eric understand? Or is Eric gonna hold some resentment? Does Eric understand, or is he resentful? Do or die. Okay, you know what, Christina? Sure, do or die. Let me go get my do or die flip thing. You are absolutely right. And I did promise, so, yeah, give me a sec. All right, do or die time. So, here we go. Boom. The do or die Dead Aussie Gamer coin. There it is. Got my little logo on it. Die. And, of course, do. Okay. Do or die time, people. He thinks it was a foregone conclusion. Yeah, that's true. Eric will remember this. Yes, exactly. Eric opted to leave Mazza and pretended everyone was out. He did, yes. Yeah, and the thing is, it wasn't a bad decision, right? It was the fact that he, by not saying anything, by like saying, you know, like everyone was out, he took the choice away from DAG, which, you know, is not good, right? Like DAG was like, you know, if I want to sacrifice my life trying to save someone, then that's my choice to make, not yours. So, you know, that's where it is. Okay. There's the coin. Let's see. Eric understands what went down and, you know, realizes that Dag's upset, but, you know, like, hey, I'm upset. I'm not, like, hating on him or anything. I do ultimately think that his decision was a good one, and I think he'll, like, understand that. He'll kind of take the licking, kind of, like, you know, then that'll be about it, and our relationship will be fine. Then we have the die. Now, if this happens, our friendship, our relationship is going to be dead. And he is going to be very resentful. He's going to hate the fact that he tried to do something to help people, at least in his mind, and then got called out for it. So, Eric, this is gonna represent Eric's relationship, you know, kind of like, you know, yeah. Dag was bitten on the arm, but his armor protected him, so he is not infected. But what, Ace Fram? But what? The breakup will suck. It will suck. Alright, but let's find out what happens. Okay. I'm gonna mute myself so that you guys can, so that you guys don't have to hear the loud banging sound. The result is in. We have a do. You know, it's really weird. I actually didn't look at the coin result. I actually looked at my screen because I wanted to make sure you guys saw it at the same time I did. But yes, all right. He understands. With a little bit of shame and understanding, he realizes that he realizes it's not that I thought what he did was wrong. It was that it was wrong for him to make that choice for me. And he acknowledges it. Look, I didn't mean to, okay? I just didn't want everyone to... And I know you tend to... It's fine. Just don't let it happen again, okay? Yeah, sorry, DAG. Alright, it's one thing to deal with. Now you fuck. Who the hell are you? This man, which, hang on, let me very quickly, here we go. Let's get rid of these two guys so we know who we're talking to. This individual. Who the fuck are you? Me? My name is Chaddington, and I am, you say, a tourist. I've come to Australia to, broaden my horizon. When, of course, the zombies, they appear out of nowhere and they, attack the people. And, ever since I've just been, just minding my own business, doing things as I please. I found a very cool Fallout 4 shirt. Yeah, it's very nice. This is the middle of the fucking desert. What are you doing here? Tragic story. I was traveling with a group of survivors. We were on our way to South Australia when we stopped by a campsite. And the wee one, the little child, she was bitten by some sort of venomous snake. And eventually she died. And well, parents, they were so sad. It was very terrible too, the little girl. But as they were burying her, the child, she, came back to life and managed to kill many of the members of the camp. I managed to escape into the wilds, but only was passing through when I saw the zombie horde, and I thought there were several cars there that I didn't recognize from before. That maybe they had some food and supplies that I might have been able to help myself with. I don't care, but the entire other group of survivors immediately start ranting and throwing into this big thing. Like, how fucking dare you? You were trying to steal from us and then you burnt down the place that we were staying. What the fuck? And they start just yelling, and it's just a cacophony of noises. As DAG turns around and says, all right, enough. Look. Thank you for helping my friends. Driving the car in there, sorry I yelled. Like, it's fine. Shit happens. This is the end of the world. And I'm talking to everyone at this point. This is the end of the world. We can't predict what's going to happen, and we can't just keep blaming each other when bad stuff does. This guy didn't bring the walkers there, and honestly, if he wasn't there, I don't know what we could have done to get you guys out. So, yeah, just go easy. We're all kind of bummed out and sad that we lost so much. But right now, our priority is figuring out what to do now that we do not have enough food and water to get us to the next town. There are too many people here, and our supplies are thin. I mean, really thin. Some of us are going to starve, or at least begin starving before we get to that next town. You hear Eric say, "Not it." No, he doesn't say that. Could you imagine? Okay, look. What? Sorry, Chad, was it? He's Chad, like with a D, not a T. All right, Chad. Look, we don't have any shelter for the night. We're out here in the elements. We don't have our cold. We don't have the cold, like the camping supplies. We don't have anything to protect us from the cold. And that's our first priority. So, everyone, there are a couple of other buildings nearby. This hotel-like strip has like a petrol station, a repair station, a mechanic, that kind of thing. I'm going to tell them, listen, head into some of the buildings and see what you can find. Okay? We need to salvage what we can. Get out of here. We ain't fighting this fire, and it's just going to spread. If we can at least find some water, we'll stand a fight. We'll have a fighting chance. All right, chat. As the community goes out, as the survivors go out to try and gather, let's get everyone in chat to make me exclamation D6 rolls as we find out who finds what. Boop, boop, boom. All right. Okay, we got a 6. Got a 1. Got a 4. Got a 1. 4, 2. Oof, there's a lot of bad ones there. All right. I think it is time for a unique walker. Chat. Chat, chat, chat. It is your time to shine. What is unique about this walker? They find one. Now, these are our special grade walkers. They can do almost borderline supernatural things, if you so desire. But what is this walker's uniqueness? All right. Has a bunch of mushrooms over them. Ooh. Customer service. So he's not really a zombie. He's just a guy working in retail. It's not that kind of complication, Astralis. Okay. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Interesting, interesting, interesting. All right, so. Ooh, that's a good one, Astralis. Oh, damn, I do like that one. Okay, look, I love that suggestion, Schooly Eye. I do. But I do enjoy the idea of the firefighter. So, I need chat to roll me another exclamation D6. So we didn't find many supplies, which is bad enough. But the appearance of the new walker, let's see if he gets anyone. Oh, we got a 1 here. And a 6, that's okay. 2 1s. Alright, the 1s are having it at the moment. Oh no! All right. All right, bear with me for 2 seconds. I'm just doing the usual thing. Okay, here we go. Do. Don't worry, I will be 2 shakes and then with chat in a second because this is gonna be good. There we go. All right, there we go, and then that. Okay, there. Then just need a little bit of this. Don't worry, you'll love what I've got here. I think you guys are really gonna enjoy this one. All right, there we go. Alright. Yeah, we'll put him over here for now. Yeah, that'll do. Actually, you know what? We can put him. Where do I put zombies? There, actually, that'll do. Alright, cool. Done. Boom. Look at him, he's just a little fella. Alright, so. Hey, no worries, Christina. Go eat, enjoy, yada yada yada. Let's see, blah blah blah. 50 miles down the road, find the right hotel. Yeah. Cool. Alright, yeah, 50 minutes drive. Sweet. Alright, so. That dude is my bloody Valentine. Dude is bloody Valentine. Oh yeah. I definitely get the bloody Valentine vibes. So true. So yeah, by the way, you know, again, shout out to our sponsor. You know, like, hey guys, Hero Forge. You can make really cool things. It took me like, what, 5 minutes? It's great. Okay, so. Let's change the music up a little bit as we go into this one. Now, the fires continue to lick higher. As they do so, people have scattered around to try and find supplies in the buildings. However, there's a shout, a cry, followed by the sound of glass breaking. There's a scuffle, a commotion, then silence. Out of the flames emerges what looks to be a man wearing flame-retardant outfit. At first, there's a moment of relief before panic sets in as we realize their shambling gait and the fact that they are clutching onto what looks to be a severed arm. The firebug zombie begins to make its way towards us. As we move charging for as it moves charging forward, a few people turn and try to fight it. However, as they go to try and defend themselves, this huge fireman's axe, bam, cleaves through their weapon and into them. Odd Bandicoot, the supply group, the guys that went into the places to try and locate stuff, have found a unique zombie. This is the Firebug, a firefighter dressed in fully flame-retardant gear who is now mauling our team. So, as he's swinging left and right, the people start to run back. They do not have supplies, mostly because either they didn't find any, or any that they did find, they dropped and ran. I am very injured. Oh, before we move on from my injuries, can we say that I will lose all of my stress because of my moral compass ability, which is every time I take a heroic action or do something heroic, I reduce my stress. So I saved Mazza. I went and saved this guy from the zombie horde. Would it make sense? Is that good if I get rid of both of my stress? You guys can say no, it's still worth one if you like. Perfectly fine. Yeah? Yeah, okay, cool. Sweet. Alright, I'm going to remove 2 stress. Alright, there we go. Okay. So, the firebug rushes over. I lose 1 stress for beating Eric. Yeah, that probably made me feel pretty good. Alright. Cool. I'm going to chase up to the firebug and attempt to make an attack. 3 strength, 3 close quarter combat, 4 for my sword, -2 for fatigue, -1 for the beating, or for the bruising. Alright. As I go in, I take my sword and I try to slash at him. However, his armor protects him. So he is going to roll 6 dice and reduce the damage that I deal. He reduces it to a negligible amount as I swing and I hit him, but the armor just soaks the blow. Oh, shit. Suddenly, it is quickly that I realize this is no ordinary walker. He turns around and he backhands me. 3 agility, 2 mobility. -2 for the bodysuit. -2 for the... -1 for injury. And -1 for... 2 for fatigue. So, I can't dodge. He is going to hit me. As he hits me, I'm going to try and soak the damage. As well. I soak 2 damage, which is enough to soak the axe, but it does get close. At this point, sweat drips down my body. I say, no, sorry, he's not swinging an axe, he's backhanding me. So as he hits me, I end up flying backwards. This dude is incredibly strong, and more to the point is he's not just mindless. He seems to be moving purposefully. I take a quick moment to catch my breath. Alright. I don't have my gun. I'm gonna try and tackle this dude. Try and get him down to the ground. He can't bite me, he can't claw me, he's wearing gloves and he's got the mask on. So I lower myself, I put the sword away, and I'm gonna charge. Head down, low to the ground, I'm gonna try and grab the back of his knees and throw him off balance. As I move in close, he rushes at me, not almost in the same sort of stance, as we both run into each other, about to collide. And that is where we're gonna end today's session. Guys, thank you so much for coming and hanging out today. Holy crap. Man, that was an episode. Oh my god. Woo! XP time. Hell yeah. Alright, let's calculate some XP. So, to begin with, what do we do? Okay, so, we did the recap. So we get 1 point for that. Sorry. I had some sticky stuff on the back of my book, so I decided to get rid of it. Okay. Let's see. Experience. Here we go. Okay. Did I participate in the session? Yes, I did. Did I achieve something important? I think setting boundaries... I do get points for recaps, like the episode recaps. Yeah, that's what's called the Dearly Departed monologue. Yeah. So, yes for the participation. Did I achieve something important? I would say that setting boundaries for Eric was important, and building trust with Mazza. Would you guys count that as an XP-worthy event? Did I learn something? I don't know if I learned anything. Did I explore a hex? I did not. Did I drive my issue? No. That's true. Alright, looking at your issue when it drops. And back. Yay! Thank you. Alright. So, going back to it. Participated in the session. Did I achieve something important? Yes. Setting boundaries with Eric. Dealing with Mazza, finding a new character. So that's going to count. And then the recap. So I've got recap, played the session, and then my boundary thing. So I get 3 points, which means I have 10 points that I can so I can boost something. Should I boost a stat or should I get a new talent? Is the question. I don't know what I should get. There's a lot of talents in this book, but getting some raw stats isn't a bad idea. If you guys think that there's a raw stat that I should be getting, let me know and I'll take a look at it. Here we go. Okay, I think... Mm-hmm. Let's see. I think a skill is probably going to be the better one. Looking at some of these talents, I'm like, I think I've got the talents that I want. I think skills are definitely where it's at. So, let's boost up one of our skills. All right. Okay, the question is, which skill do we boost? I think we'll boost... I think we will boost my mobility. Because I feel as though with my armor being what it is, dodging is going to need to be more of a thing. Yeah, definitely a thing. All right. Let's do it. Boom. There it is. So I'm upping my mobility to 3. And that is where I'm going to use my points. Nice. So now I'll at least have a little bit of ability to dodge with my heavy armor. And possibly when I'm injured, but we'll see. Alright guys, well, that brings us to the end of today's show. Thank you again so much for coming and hanging out with us and joining us today. We hope you had a great time. I know I always do. But for those of you who don't know who I am, hey guys, look, my name's Michael. I'm the Dead Aussie Gamer. This is my place. This is my face. You can find it here a number of times during the week doing TTRPG's adventures. We are going to be back tomorrow evening for our brand new series, Gatewalkers, a Pathfinder 2nd Edition adventure, which is going to feature a bunch of very fun, cool, and amazing people. So be sure to tune in for that. Also, tomorrow morning, so in 11 hours from now, I'll be over on Careful Cantrip playing in a game called Saga. Which is going to be a lot of fun too. And Odd Bandicoot, I'm really happy to see you too. I hope you're doing super well, my friend. How many players? I actually just got shown the artwork. Let's see. So, on the Careful Cantrip show, for Saga, it is going to be DM Dave, myself, Raina, Bobby, and Nate are all going to be playing in Saga. The new series is going to be, as it says up there, 9 p.m. tomorrow. So let's see. In 11 hours from now, tomorrow, the following day. That's when the new series is starting. So yeah, that'll be kicking off here. And yeah, it's pretty much when DAG Reads was. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So that's going to be a lot of fun. And what else? I think that's it. Let's go raid someone. Who is out and about? Who is doing some stuff? Who is alive and kicking? Let's see. Let's go and join. Let's go join our friend Phoenix Iwaki. We haven't jumped in on Phoenix's chat for a while. Let's go see Phoenix. Guys, Phoenix Iwaki, a wonderful and amazing content creator. Somebody who does a lot of charity work and who is generally just one of those people who just makes the world, makes life a little bit better from all of the cool things that they do and all the support they give people. They're playing with our dear friend Scarlet64, which we love Scarlet, so we're going to go and send some love there. But guys, thank you so much for being a part of the show. Thank you for hanging out. Stay safe, stay wonderful, be kind to each other, because why the fuck not? It's free. And until we meet again, from me to you, game hard or die trying. Good night, folks. Bye.